particular relationship? Where am I going in this life? What am I here for? These are all questions we ask at one time or another, most of us. But do we listen? Some of us do. Some of us listen once in a while. Some of us make it a habit, and that's what it is. It's a habit of tuning in on a daily basis. When you first wake up in the morning, if you'll just take a couple of minutes and stop and listen, ask the question, what is it that I need to be doing today? And listen to your inner guide, and it will teach you the way. And that's the entire purpose of the soul, is to teach you, to show you the way. And it's so easy to get lost in this world of form. What I know for sure, though, is when you listen, one night, last one, I sat up in bed. What I know now, as I look back at that, is that was my soul waking me up. But I sat up in bed, and I thought, I needed to visit the facilities. But I sat there on the edge of the bed for a moment, and I heard a noise. And I thought, God must not have shut the door carefully when he came to bed. Or maybe I didn't. Because the noise I heard was the chirping of our motion detector that chirps whenever the door is opened. So I got up and I walked into the living room. And I went over and I put my hand on the door. And it was closed. And I thought, oh, okay, this one's fine. It must have been the one leading into the garage. So I started back to the garage, and I got as far as the door that leads to the room that we call our breakfast room. And I got that far, and I heard it again. And I thought, no, that's the front door. So I just kind of leaned around and watched to see what was happening, because I thought, well, maybe the wind is blowing. And about the time I heard it again, I could see through the glass in the door a shadow, a form. The bottom line is, my soul woke me up, because that form was a person trying to come into our house. My soul woke me up. If I hadn't heeded my soul and got up and checked, I don't know what would have happened. What I know is, when we pay attention to our souls, and it isn't often that we get this loud noise. It's not often that we get a loud voice, like a loudspeaker voice that comes and says, "Duh, do this." Most of the time it's very subtle. Most of the time it's quiet. That's why they call it a still small voice. But sometimes it can be very loud. And sometimes it's not even a voice at all, it's a feeling that you get. You all have been in situations, I'm sure, when you've encountered something and you feel your stomach knot up. But that voice will help you, that your soul will help you. It will guide you. And sometimes people will say, how do I know it's my soul, it's not my ego? Well, this is how I know. Your soul will get you out of a situation before it begins, just like it did us that night. Your ego will cause you to be fearful. Your soul will not let you get to a place where you have to be fearful. A soul will tell you before it begins. Something that's coming from your soul will make you feel good inside. It will make you feel joyful. That's how you know the difference between your ego and your soul trying to tell you something. It will point you in the direction that you want to go. Because you want to go to the place where you will have the happiest, healthiest way of living. When you live at the level of your soul, you are living the life you were meant to live. And how do you live at the level? Or how do you know you're living at the level of the soul? First of all, how to live at your level of the soul is you need to be aware. Be aware of your soul. Become intimate with your soul. Invite your soul to be your guiding light. It's a gentle person. It will never impose itself on you. It has to be invited. So be aware of your soul, be intimate with your soul, and invite it to be your guiding light. Remember, your soul is your inner guide, and consult it daily. A lot of us consult our horoscopes daily. But if you would consult your soul daily, you wouldn't need your horoscope. Because your soul is more reliable than those horoscopes you find in the newspapers. Those are written for the masses. What you get from your inner guide is meant just for you and no one else. And remember that your soul is the seat of your potential. We all have a potential. Some of us is untapped. And it doesn't matter how old we are, we still have a potential. The soul is the seat of your visions, of your desires. As long as you have breath in your body, you will have a desire for something. It may be just a desire for a wonderful piece of watermelon on a hot summer day, but your soul is the seat of that desire. It holds all of your desires, and it will help you to know what those desires are when you listen to it. And be open to guidance and synchronicities. Be open to them. Don't brush them off and say, oh, well, you know, I've done that so many times in my life. Thinking, that's just me. But yes, it is me. But it's me at a higher level. And what I need to learn to do is to listen to it and let it guide me. Let it guide me to my destination in a safe and quick way. You'll know you're living at the level of the soul. You'll know you're intimate with your soul when you feel good. And you feel happy on a consistent basis. You will feel happy on a consistent basis when you're living at the level of your soul. Your soul is your map to God, to your highest and best self. And when you follow that map, you'll be living the best life you could possibly want to live. In our Upstartle class on Wednesday nights, we're learning to live what they call a well-lived life. And for me, it's a wonderful phrase. I love the thought of living a well-lived life. I haven't all my life. I've had, as I told you, some misadventures in my life. And what I know is if I had known about my soul at that time, those adventures would have been fun. They wouldn't have been misadventures. They would have been glorious adventures. So what I want to share with you today is an invitation to get to know your soul at an intimate level. No matter how much we think we know, there's always another level that we can go to. And so I invite you to let your soul be your guide.